If you spent a lot of time in 2024 focusing on getting really clear on what your beliefs are, what you truly believe, what is aligned with who you are, getting in touch with your intuition, if you took the time to kind of shut out the world around you and get clear on what is your programming, what is your conditioning versus who you are at your core, this message is here to say you have done that work. You can leave that work behind in 2024. You got the clarity that you needed. It's time to move on to the next step in the process. And the next step involves surrounding yourself with the people who you feel aligned with. The Four of Wands invites us to create stability by surrounding ourselves with people that we can fully be our self with, our true self. So who are the people that believe the same thoughts as you, that hold the same stories, whose mindset is aligned with who you have figured out that you truly are, and whose mindset is aligned, whose goals are aligned, whose energy is aligned with the version of you that you want to be, who you either are stepping into now or are going to fully step into in 2025. Surround yourself with those people because those are the people that are going to help you receive. The Empress asks us to look at our relationship between giving and receiving and allow ourselves to fully receive what we are worthy of. And a part of this receiving is deepening our connection and our relationship with our body. So now that you've done the work of connecting with your mind, connecting with your subconscious, bringing your subconscious beliefs to your conscious awareness, it's time to connect with your body. The Empress is this reminder that we are a part of nature. Our body is constantly sending us signs to let us know what we need. Are you listening? Are you listening to what your body needs? And this can be so challenging for so many of us because we've been taught to make decisions with our mind, to, weigh out the pros and cons, to think logically. But the Empress asks us to tap into our body and tap into our intuition, like deepen that connection. And this can be as simple as starting with, like, if you have a headache, take a rest, lay down, take a break. If you feel exhausted, maybe don't push yourself at the gym, go for a walk instead. If you're hungry, eat. If you have to go to the bathroom, get up, stop what you're doing, get up and go to the bathroom. Those are the small ways that we begin to connect with our body so that we can fully hear the bigger messages that our body has for us. Okay, another two here. The Two of Pentacles, and I'm asking what needs to be left behind in 2024. And if you have an imbalance between work and play, this is the time to let that go. The Two of Pentacles invites us, it reminds us that life doesn't have to be so serious. It invites us to find this balance, to remember that a part of life is enjoying life, having fun, living. So if that has been out of balance for you, how can you bring some fun back into your life? How can you bring some enjoyment, some pleasure, some play back into your life? This card to me is this reminder when things feel really heavy that it's just life. Like, no one's getting out alive. So it's time to leave that imbalance behind in 2024 and really bring that fun, that pleasure, that play into 2025. Or maybe you've already done that work and you found that balance this year. again, like if you've done that work, it's time to move on to the next step. And the next step here is going after creating that path towards what you want. It's really interesting that of the 6 cards I've pulled so far, each in a set of 3, the first card was a 2 and the second card was a wand suit. So it's like finding this balance in the 2. And then that balance helps us then tap into the energy of the wands, the fire, the passion. You know, in the 4 of Wands, it's about tapping into who you truly are, being yourself, surrounding yourself with the people that you can be yourself to find that stability, but also to fuel that energy, that passion within you. And the King of Wands is about taking that path forward, going after what it is that you want, knowing that that path has probably never been walked before. You have to create that path yourself. The King of Wands is the trailblazer. The King of Wands they know how to tend to that flame within them and keep it going, and they know how to get to where they want to go without burning out. So while yes, this may be a lot of work because you're creating a path that no one has ever walked before, or that you have never walked before, that is probably out of your comfort zone, this also symbolizes though that you have the ability, you have the tools, you know how. And doing the work of the 2s, the 2 of Swords, the 2 of Pentacles, finding that balance is what is going to help you embody that King of Wands energy and be able to go down that path without the burnout. And after King of Wands here, we have Temperance, and the Temperance card it's about accepting. It's about like tapping into who we are and trusting the universe, trusting that things are working out even if it may not feel that way at all times. Temperance comes after the Death card, and the Death card is a release of a part of our ego that's not aligned with us, that is no longer aligned, that just is not working, cannot come, you know, that identity that we had, we have to let go of that. And, you know, we're seeing that in the 2 of Swords here. The 2 of Swords is getting really clear on what do you think? What do you believe? Who are you? And when you release who you no longer are, or who you never were, but maybe you were pretending to be, or who you were conditioned to be, you're able to, the energy of Temperance comes in, which is this trust, this knowing, like we are a co-creator with the universe, but trusting that we are in the exact place that we are meant to be. Things are aligning, you are supported. You know, looking at the imagery, it's like this person, this angel, looks like they have a foot on water, almost like they're hovering in water, supported by the water. So while this isn't physically possible on Earth with gravity, the imagery shows us this reminder that like there is something greater than us supporting us if we are being authentic to ourselves, if we are supporting ourselves. I mean, even if we're not supporting ourselves, the universe is still supporting us, but that relationship becomes deeper, it becomes greater when we are supporting ourselves as well, when we are doing the work. So leaving behind in 2024, leaving behind doing the work of figuring out what are your beliefs, who are you, you know, finding that balance between, honestly, this feels like it may not even be like work as in career, it may be the balance between doing all of the self-work, the subconscious work, the healing, because that can feel heavy at times. It can feel really heavy. And this is the reminder that we can't always be healing. Sometimes it's like we want to speed up the process. We want to just be done with the healing work. The healing work will never be done. It will never be done. But we have to find a balance. We have to enjoy life as well. We can't be so focused on our healing work that we're not actually enjoying our life. So figuring out who you are, finding that balance between healing and enjoyment and pleasure will move us into, collectively in 2025, this stability, this path forward towards what we truly desire, and knowing that we are supported. We are supported by ourselves, by our body. Our vessel is a support system if we allow it to be, and we are supported by the universe. Ooh. I hope that helps. I will put a link in the description below if you want to book a one-on-one reading. I'm currently running a special for end of year readings. If you want a personalized one-on-one reading, we can talk about what is coming in the year 2025. We can talk about what you need to leave behind in 2024. We can talk about your upcoming card of the year. It will be personalized completely to you. So if that resonates, if you feel called to book a reading with me, I will put that in the link below.